Alright, so question 2. All we've got to do to start with is find f dash of x. So looking at this f of x, I'm actually going to change this just so that we've got it in a format I find a little bit easier to differentiate. And then I'm just going to do, very simply, a half multiplied by the differential of the bracket, which in this case is -2, multiplied by the original bracket, and take 1 off the power. Now this comes out, if we neaten it up a little bit, a half times by this -2. Well, this is actually just going to make -1, and this thing is actually just going to go, because of this negative in front of this sign, this is going to go down to the bottom of my fraction. I'm actually going to get square root of 1 take 2x. Alright, so there's my first part, only 1 mark, so shouldn't take me too much longer than that. So the first thing that I'm going to do with this question, considering it's asked me to find the angle theta from the positive direction of the x-axis to the tangent, I mean, the first thing I want to know is what is the gradient at x equals -1. So if I look back up at my f dash of x here, f dash of 1 is just going to be -1 over the square root of 1 take 2 times -1, which is actually going to be -1 over root 3. So I know straight away this is a negative gradient, so this line is coming in some way downwards like this, which means if this is crossing with the axis, the gradient that this is going to make, measured in the anti-clockwise direction, I'm looking at an obtuse angle here. So I'm actually looking for this angle here. Now in truth, if I look at this, this is actually a triangle that I've got formed here. And the height of this triangle, well, if we actually label this up as we would usually, we've got hypotenuse, we've got opposite, and we've got adjacent. Now, in truth, this is exactly the same. If we start looking at this, this is actually going to be a height of 1. And this is going to be root 3 down on the bottom. So what we've actually got is tan theta is equal to -1 root 3. Well, we know that when tan theta is equal to 1 on root 3, this would imply that theta is equal to 30 degrees or pi on 6. But considering we're not looking at that, we're actually, this would give us this angle here. This would tell us that this is pi by 6. But in truth, we're not looking for the one in that quadrant. We're looking for the answer in the second quadrant. We're looking for the one over here. So what we'd have here is pi by 6. So therefore, this would be pi, take away pi by 6. So pi take pi on 6 is equal to 5 pi on 6. And that's our required answer for theta.